As I crossed the threshold of the library, I noticed that all sounds of the street stopped. I shrugged it off as being well soundproofed. I slowly weaved my way through the aisles, finding nothing that drew my attention. As I drew deeper into the depths of the building, the lights grew dimmer until eventually the only light came from candles in brackets along the wall. The books grew darker too, though not in the same sense. They grew more arcane. Scared, I turned around to leave. I walked briskly back the way I came, but the overhead lights never returned. I retraced my steps and took different turns, all to no avail. Was that movement? My gaze tracked the end of the aisle I was in and saw a shape moving slowly away from me. I chased after it, calling out. As I got closer, the shape sharpened into that of a man. I asked him breathlessly how to get out of the library. He didn't move. Then, out of nowhere, he whipped his head around. I only caught a glimpse of his face before I threw my arms up to protect my own, and he bit me. Caught my arm good. Down I went and scrambled away from him. I managed to find my footing and ran like hell. My lungs felt like they were about to burst when I finally stopped. I had no idea where I was. I was scared and exhausted. Before I knew what I was doing, I lay down and went to sleep. I would love to give you a time when I awoke, but I don't know for sure. I had lost all sense of time. I dragged my aching body to my feet and stumbled down the hallway. I noticed it getting brighter, the books more light-hearted. I looked up and saw an ancient light bulb. I started to run down the hall, glancing upwards as I ran. The lights grew brighter until I caught a glimpse of the doors. I ran towards them, freedom so close I could taste it. As I stepped up to the doors, they stayed still. They didn't open. I reached my fingers into the crack in the doors and tried to pry them open. They wouldn't budge. Locked, I thought? But that idea was shattered as an older man walked to the doors and they slid open for him. He threw me a glance, and I thought I recognized his face. As he tipped his hat to me and walked out into the world, it hit me. That man in the aisle. He was leaving. I walked to the open doors behind him and tried to walk out. As I strode towards the open doors, I hit something. It was like walking into a wall, but all that was in front of me was air. I hurried to the librarian to ask for help. No matter how loudly I asked, she ignored me. She glanced up once, but it was like she was looking past me, through me. I tried to shove a pile of books over to get her attention, but I couldn't move them. She calmly reached over and picked the top book off the pile. I had to figure out what was going on. She stood up and began to walk away, and I grabbed her arm, pulled her back. Her arm didn't move, but she sort of seemed to be looking for something, and followed where I led. I led her to a table and let her go. She looked at the table and under it, but seemed to decide she didn't find what she was looking for, and went back along her way. So that's my story. I'm still here today. We haven't been busy, but you never know. You may come in sometime, looking for a book. I may take your hand and lead you deeper and deeper into the library. You may catch a glimpse of me and ask for help out. I may just get my freedom at the cost of yours. I'm waiting for you.